This is episode 25, Interjections, our final word class for the series. And we've finally arrived. So let's get stuck straight in, hey? Interjections. The semantic features of an interjection is that they are an exclamation. So let's write some examples. We have wow, or fantastic, or great, or no way, or unreal. I'm not sure how often that's used anymore. Super, or nuts. Sod is a very British sounding one for you. Rubbish. Nonsense. Poppycock. That's grandmother speak for you. Bit of poppycock there. So as you can see, there's old and new interjections that are coming in and out of the language all the time, but that's our semantic features, okay, that it's an exclamation of some kind. All right, there are two morphological features, and firstly, interjections can be recognised in writing with an exclamation mark. So let's write that down. Of course, if it's spoken, there's no verbal exclamation mark except for the tone in which we say things. So when it comes to emphatic stress or things like that, we can, I guess, identify an exclamation in that way. Our second morphological feature is that they can be simple or complex, much the same as prepositions. A simple interjection is one made of one word, such as fantastic. This one here is simple, and an example of a complex one would be this one here, no way, made of two words or more. So that's the difference between simple and complex. Okay, so syntactically, interjections don't generally interact with words around them, except in meaning, of course. And therefore they actually have no syntactic behaviour. None. They just pop in anywhere, really. And the fact that interjections don't interact with words around them and therefore don't have any specific syntactic behaviours makes them a very uncomplicated word class, and therefore I think I've said all there is to say about them. So, well, that brings us to the end of not only interjections, but an end to our investigation into the word classes. Phew! Well, there you go. What a relief! Okay, so there's been a lot of information over the last 24 videos that has covered how to identify different word classes and their respective phrasal classes if they have them. So to finish up this section of the grammar series, I think it might be a good idea to spend the last video looking at an excerpt from a book just to see how all of these word classes go together, and to give you an opportunity to see if you can label them all as well. So the book that I've decided to take an excerpt from is the children's book Mr. Nonsense from the Mr. Men series by Roger Hargreaves. And hopefully together we'll be able to identify each of the word classes of each of the words in this excerpt. So until then, thanks for watching The Language Code.